It is an enormous honour to have in our midst this evening the uncontested doyen of British food writing, Delia Smith, to receive our Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't know why I bother to say Smith, because the nation knows her simply as Delia. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's even in the dictionary as both a noun and an adjective. Her career spans over 50 years of stratospheric success, and it can truly be said that she taught the British how to cook. This award, which is the Guild's highest accolade, is not, however, given for number of books sold, or size of television audiences, or popularity among the public, or even for the businesses she's saved from closure because she mentioned their frying pans. Delia would win all of these, of course, hands down, but this award is for food writing. Now, people don't often talk about Delia's writing, perhaps because on the surface it appears informal, almost conversational, as if she's speaking to you rather than writing it down for you. But that's the whole point. She doesn't just write recipes down, she communicates with you one-to-one, as if she's at your side in the kitchen. She tells it how it is, rather than gloss over the details, give you a lecture, or fling French at you. She comforts us with such phrases as, "what you do next," and reassures us, for instance, by telling us that if a cake mixture curdles, it's meant to look like that, don't throw it in the bin. Another unobtrusive quality of her writing, and once again I'm talking about writing here, is her imagination and creativity. To this day, when I turn to a Delia recipe, which I do very frequently, I think, what a clever way to do it. Or, I wonder how she thought of that. As a recipe writer myself, and there are many of us in this room, I know how important it is that recipes work. And once again, it's Delia who set the standard. Of course, she doesn't do all this single-handed, and I'm sure she'd like me to give an honourable mention to her husband Michael, her wingmen Melanie and Lindsay, and also here tonight, her agent throughout her career, Debbie Owen. So it is with glowing pride that I invite Delia Smith to join the Guild's Hall of Fame and accept our 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award. Here to present the award, he wanted to make it surprise, is another of the nation's favourite and a top Delia fan himself.
Oh, bless. Thank you. Well, that's that. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? So, I have to say a few words about you before you're allowed to talk for yourself.
Okay.
Okay. If you knew what was happening out the back, I've literally just. It's just so brilliant. I had the call to present this, which is symbolic and an honour to do this for you. And I'm sure my personal feelings are mirrored by everyone in the room, and not just what you've done, but what you stand for and how you've led the way in demystifying food and simplifying it and doing it in your own way with your own charm. And I was supposed to be in Tunisia filming the cookery show, and Ruth Watson, who will be here somewhere in the room here, she was like, she was on me as she is very effective, and another great woman and great cook. But I always sincerely wanted to be here for you, and we had a whole load of problems. It's the best thing that could have happened, because it means I could be here tonight. And there's very few people that I'll put a suit on for, but you're one of them. So I just want to say you were an incredibly important part of my childhood, in the shows that you were doing, and in the days where we used to gather around the TV, you made us feel like we could. And as a kid that was dyslexic and struggled at school, like being able to put things together on a plate really mattered. And it absolutely wasn't about being chefy at all. And I grew up in a kitchen. So thank you personally from me. I think this is the most fantastic honour for me to give this to you today.
Thank you so much. Well, first person I have to thank is Orlando, who, after this being cancelled, I don't know, about 3 times, kept it all going and invited me here tonight. And it is an honour, obviously, but as Orlando said, there is a big team behind me. Nobody has success on their own, never. And I was so lucky to have the team I've got, particularly my husband, who... who corrected all my spelling mistakes and put all the punctuation into my recipes. And also my absolutely wonderful agent, Debbie. And we've now been working together 50 years. And it's incredible, absolutely incredible. And Melanie and Lindsay have been just... I could not exist now or come here tonight or anything if they weren't supporting me and helping me. So a big thank you to them. But also to receive the award is a great honour, especially from the king of cooking, Jamie. But also, it's been lovely for me to come here tonight and see all you sort of budding, some of you people whose recipes I always use, some people who are just beginning, just out, and seeing all those prizes come. Cooking's in good hands with you lot. And I would like to say, please, please carry on inspiring people, because it's awful when people say, I can't cook. I still find it difficult. And I might have taught 1 decade, but there's still a lot of people out there who don't know how to cook. So keep up the good work, you guys. We're relying on you. So a huge, big thank you to everybody. Thank you.
Hover around. Do you mind hovering around? I know everyone wants to party and hit the and raise a glass, but we have one more thing to do. Felicity, Vice President of the Guild, please join me on the stage. Felicity has done that.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just going to borrow the microphone. Delia, as you may have noticed, is quite a busy woman. You might think she had enough to do running a football club, a catering operation, as well as Delia Online, and her fan club. Woohoo!
Yeah!
Of literal millions, including me. I just grew up with Delia. I'm such a fan. I'm slightly shaking to be in such proximity. I can't imagine how she found the time to do all of this, but we've got one more announcement to make before we go.
We should also drop in that she also manages to find time to write books on humanism and philosophy, which came out, this one came out early this year. I'd strongly recommend it. It's highly readable. However, the Guild has invited Delia to become our first ever patron. This is an honorary role intended to lend gravitas and dignity to our organisation, and she has graciously accepted. So, ladies and gentlemen, please will you give a warm round of applause to the patron of the Guild of Food Writers, Delia Smith.